Are you curious about a freelance writer salary and trying to figure out, is freelance writing even worth it? In this video, I'll break down my experience of how you can make money as a freelance writer, what the average freelance writing salary is, and 5 steps so you can start making more money as a freelance writer. Before diving into this content, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell for notifications so that way you never miss any of my videos on how to make money writing each week. So if you're new to the channel, again, my name's Leonard. I'm a 6-figure writer and I've been successfully freelancing since January of 2018. Since then, I've built a 6-figure writing business and helped tons of writers just like you figure out how to get started in this crazy freelancing world. When a lot of people think of freelance writers, you know what's synonymous with it? The term broke writer. Well, here's the thing. In this video, we are going to dispel that myth of being a broke writer and again, break down the salary. So I Googled freelance writer salary just to see what the average or norm is. Here are 3 different numbers that I found. According to payscale.com, it's between $12 and $62 per hour, while Glassdoor says the average writing salary is between $33,000 and $83,000 per year. And ZipRecruiter says it's between $865 to $50 per hour. But I have to say, I really think this is fake news. You can make so much more money as a writer, and I'm proof that you can do it. I regularly earn over $5,000 per month working with just a select few clients and on a part-time basis. And in my past few years, the best month I ever had, I earned over $20,000 in 30 days as a freelancer. Now don't get me wrong, when you do get started, a lot of times as a freelancer, it is important to take some lower paying gigs so you can build your experience and really figure out the entire process of this freelance writing business. But this does not mean that you should only make between $8 and $50 per hour. If I had to look at my hourly rate now, it's between $150 to $200 per hour. Not many jobs in the 9-to-5 world you can get that, let alone a job where you can work at home and hang out with your dog every single day. But like I mentioned, when I started in January of 2018, it was far from glamorous. My salary was not very much. You know what? It was still a lot more than when I was a broke blogger, barely figuring out how to make $500 per month. Pretty quickly with freelance writing, I realized you could make $500, $1,000, $2,000 pretty easily. But after a few months, I started to make that $2,000 to $3,000 per month, but I was working a lot. And if I looked at my hourly rate at the time, it was probably closer to these figures. I was probably in that $20 to $40 an hour, which was good because I had just started, but I knew that I had to figure out ways to scale because I was starting to hit that burnout and I was staring at my computer all day long and I was just ready for more. Luckily, one of my mentors, the #1 writer on Medium, Benjamin Hardy, told me one thing. I told him my situation. I said, hey, I've kind of plateaued. I want to make more. I want to impact more people. I want more people to read my stuff. And he said, well, start doubling your rates. Now, at the time, I was like, double my rates? Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm charging 10 cents. I feel like I should be grateful for that. And he said, just double your rates and see what happens. Now, if you're like a lot of writers out there, you're probably thinking what I was. Oh my gosh, I'm not worth it. I can't do that good. I'm not good enough at writing. Who am I? All these fear and all this imposter syndrome came in. But you know what? I figured, hey, this guy's one of the most successful writers on the planet. Maybe I should listen to him. And I am so glad I did. Pretty quickly, I went from 10 cents to 20 cents a word when I started pitching new clients. And you know what? They didn't even think about it. There was a no-brainer for them. So that's one of the most important things when thinking about a freelance writer salary is to not put how you think about money and how much you charge with your clients, because a lot of times you can charge a lot more and only a few things will happen. #1, when you ask for more money, they will say yes and just take it, and you will probably step up, you'll deliver better writing, and you'll become a better freelance writer. #2, they may not take this raise or this higher amount, but they'll land in the middle. So what happened for me is I told some of my clients, hey, I'm going from 10 to 20 cents a word because I have more projects, I'm more in demand. Now, some of them said, hey, that's no problem. Others said, let's go to 15 cents. Would that work? And you know what? It did. So instantly, I just got a raise overnight. And the third thing is, just like anytime you pitch a new client, they say no, but that's part of the process. And again, sometimes you're gonna have to get rid of those clients so you can make more money. All right, so now that you have a better understanding of kind of the freelance writer salary and how it works, I want to give you 5 quick tips so that way you can start making more money as a writer. Step number 1 is to please do not charge hourly. Hourly is for the 9-to-5 world, it's for jobs, it's for careers, it is not for freelancing. Remember, there's only so many hours in the day. And you know what? You shouldn't charge hourly as a freelancer because it doesn't factor in all the experience that you have on a specific topic. Instead, you should charge based on your experience, your knowledge, and your ability to deliver epic content. Step number 2 is to increase your project rate. So if you're doing per word, you need to increase it like I did. Maybe you're not ready to double it yet, but you do need to start charging more so that way, again, you don't have to find new clients and instead you can work with a select few clients and charge more, have a better relationship with them, and be able to deliver better work. Because if you have 5 or 10 clients, you're kind of jumping around sometimes. It's really hard to stay focused. And when you're charging a higher worth, I find that your writing evolves too. You step it up a little bit, you really hit your deadlines, and you deliver the kind of work that clients love. Step number 3 is to get off Upwork and Fiverr and other content mill sites sooner rather than later. Now, unlike a lot of writing coaches out there on YouTube, I do not think that Upwork and Fiverr are the devil. I do not think they're the end of the world, and I even have a video on why Upwork is not a scam. That being said, a lot of times jobs on sites like these are going to be lower paying. So it is important to get off there after you get some experience, have some portfolio samples, and understand the process of being a writer. This is a time where you want to start evolving and getting new clients from networking, social media, and cold pitching. By doing this, you can charge a higher rate and ensure that you're working with clients that you love instead of people who are just posting on these job sites. Real quick, if you are already writing and are charging on a per word basis, hit the comment box below and let me know how much you're charging and what you want to get to. Number 4 here is we have to keep pitching. If you keep pitching, you can keep finding clients that are willing to pay you a higher rate. Plus, it will ensure you do not get complacent. Now, this happened to me when I first got started. I kind of hit that plateau around that $3,000 to $4,000 a month mark, and I just got comfortable. I was working with the clients, I was doing the same projects week after week, and it became pretty mundane, and I definitely felt like I was kind of that corporate zombie again. Not only that, again, I was only making $3,000 to $4,000, so I knew I had to figure out ways to do it. And so one thing I always encourage every writer inside my program, Freelance to 5K, is to keep pitching. Do not get complacent and keep finding people that you want to work with, people that are willing to pay you your rate, and projects that you want to work on. Step number 5 is to fire clients. I know this feels crazy because you worked so hard to get these clients, you couldn't imagine letting them go. But at the end of the day, sometimes you have to fire clients because they're not always worth your time, even if they're paying you a good rate. Because a lot of times they'll maybe require a ton of edits, they don't pay their invoices on time, you have too many meetings and other things you have to do, and sometimes it's just not worth it. Think about it like this. Taking a client that pays you well, but you don't like working with them or you don't like the content you're creating is just like taking a job you hate, but it pays well. Again, this is your business. You get to control your client base, your rates, and how you structure your day-to-day routine. So if someone zaps the life out of you and they're needy and they pay late and they're just a pain in the ass, fire them. Remember, we live in an abundant world. There are clients everywhere, and a lot of times you'll find when you get rid of some of that excess and those clients you don't like working with, you will feel better, you will attract more clients, and you will have more time back in your day to find clients that you actually like to work with. As a freelance writer, you control your destiny. You get to control who you work with, how much you charge, and what your day-to-day looks like. Just remember, you are worth it. Life is too short to work with clients and projects that you don't love. All right, so now that you know the potential of freelance writing and see that you can make a couple $100 per hour just like I do, and you can make way more than what they say on Google, it's time for you to take action. And to help you do so, I created a free cheat sheet to give you 5 writing wins that you can take today. So make sure to download that. The link is in the description below. Simply type in your email and I will send that your way so you can start taking action and making money as a freelance writer. And finally, make sure to hit the like button so that way you can tell me that this is the kind of content you guys want to see, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss any of my new videos. Thanks again for watching, and as always, I hope you have an epic day.